And, well, that brings us to the top 5. The top 5 knockout artists in the UFC, which was actually a list that was created and provided by Marlon Hall. So thanks so much for that.
Big up, Marlon.
All right, Michael, you are up first. Tell me what you think.
As you say, everybody loves a knockout. Top 5. In at number 5, I have everyone's favourite big country, Roy Nelson. This guy's knocked out, Nogueira, Chet Congo, Matt Mitrione, Dave Herman, Crow Cop, Stefan Struve, and somebody called Brendan Schaub along the way. I think it's fair to say he has a big belly, but he also has big knockout power. And, of course, we got Mark Hunt, who came over from K1, an incredible knockout artist, the master of the one-punch knockout and then walk away. He's got a great resume of people that he's knocked out for sure. After that, we're still on Mark Hunt. I mean, let's look at that some more. Chris Tucker getting knocked out, drops in, beautiful right hand, and then just walks away. Stefan Struve, he broke his jaw clean in 2 places. In at 3, Johnny Hendricks. He's knocked out Martin Kampmann, John Fish, TJ Wahlberger, Amir Sadala, to name but a few. But it's the way that Hendricks knocks them out. It's the viciousness of it. When he knocked out Martin Kampmann, the guy slid across the octagon floor about 10 feet. After that, we got Robbie Lawler. He's knocked out Frank Trigg, Ninja Hua, Jake Ellenberger, Josh Koscheck, Matt Lindland, Melvin Manoff, Tiki Golson. The list goes on and on and on. He's the current welterweight champion of the world. And talking to champions or ex-champions, in at number 1, my personal favourite, Junior Dos Santos. He's knocked out Fabrizio Verdum, Stefan Struve, Crow Cop, Gonzaga, Cain Velasquez. This guy is a knockout machine. You do not want to be on the receiving end of one of his shots.
All right, the count's got a pretty good list. Big Brown, you're up next.
It's going to be tough to beat. Let's kick this off. Number 5, LAVAR, Big Johnson. They call him Big because he has big KO power. This guy was notoriously known for knocking fools out left and right. It's all he did. At number 4, we have Matt Meathead Mitrione. This guy, he's so big and such good footwork with quick hands. It's usually a short night for whoever he fights. It's because you don't expect guys that big to be that fast. At number 3, let me just list off some of the guys knocked out. My boy, the Count, we'll just throw that out. Fedor, Renzo Gracie, Wanderlei Silva, the list goes on and on. He has one of the heaviest right hands of all time. He has to be in your top. Roy Nelson, a guy I did fight, blah, blah, blah. Roy Nelson knocks out everyone. That right hand is from a different planet. He's knocked out some of the biggest names in the UFC. Everyone loves the Roy Nelson fight. And number 1, the only guy who could top Roy Nelson is the guy to knock him out, Mark Hunt. He cuts from 300 pounds. He's a K1 world-class striker. Of course he's going to knock guys out. We see here with Tusher, he just touches guys and they go to sleep. He has to be your number 1. If Mark Hunt's not your number 1, lose my number, Mike Bisping.
Well, I was going to say, I think I will. I think I will lose your number, and I can't wait to do so.
All right, well, we have a fan that got to weigh in this week. His name is Simon, and he breaks down his top 5 knockout artists in the UFC. Who does he got? All right.
Close. I like Pettis.
I like Pettis. Very similar to you guys.
I would say Pettis had 1 punch knockout, though.
No.
May have 1 kick.
You have to have Dan's knocked out the very best guys
Henderson,
in the world.
Fair play.
Shogun, Fedor, Renzo Gracie.
Yeah, fair play.
All right. Well, Simon, thanks for sending in your list. And I want to thank Marlon for the suggestion for our top 5. And if you guys at home have an idea for our top 5, you can be like Marlon. Send them to us now using @UFC_now or use hashtag UFCNow. Coming up next, it's our social media segment, Rapid Fire. The Count and Big Brown will answer your questions. Don't go anywhere.